Hello to everybody. Welcome to the video for today. We will discover more about Donald Trump's life. This straightforward and understandable biography is ideal for honing your listening skills in English. Let's begin. On June 14, 1946, Donald Trump was born in Queens, a neighborhood of New York City. Trump, Donald John, is his full name. He came from a large family. His father, Fred Trump, was a prosperous businessman who constructed homes in New York. Mary MacLeod Trump was Donald's mother, and she was from Scotland. Donald had 4 siblings. He was the family's 4th child. Mary Ann, Robert, Elizabeth, and Fred Jr. were his siblings. Despite coming from a rich household, Donald learned the value of hard labor. When Donald Trump was younger, he attended Kew Forest School. He later attended the New York Military Academy, a military school. His father believed he would learn discipline and develop into a strong person, so he sent him there. Donald then spent 2 years at Fordham University in New York. Then he transferred to the University of Pennsylvania's renowned business school, the Wharton School. In 1968, he received his degree in economics. Donald Trump began working for his father's company, the Trump Organization, after completing his education. He was tasked with managing the company and creating new projects. Donald used the money his father had already gained from building houses and used it to grow the company. Donald Trump started his first major endeavor in the 1970s. In New York, he contributed to the construction of the Commodore Hotel, which was subsequently renamed the Grand Hyatt Hotel. Donald Trump gained notoriety for this endeavor. He was now considered a prosperous businessman. Donald Trump began constructing an increasing number of well-known structures in the 1980s in New York City. He constructed the massive skyscraper known as Trump Tower. It rose to become one of the world's most well-known structures. Donald also made a lot of money by purchasing numerous casinos in Atlantic City. Donald Trump was well known at the time for both his economic acumen and his sense of style. He appeared in magazines and on television. He was viewed as a wealthy and influential individual. He became even more well known after saying, "You're fired." On the television program The Apprentice, there is more to Donald Trump's life than just business. In addition, he has 3 marriages and a large family. Let's discuss his family. Marriage 1. Trump. Ivana. Ivana Zelnikova was Donald Trump's wife in 1977. Her home country was Czechoslovakia, which is now the Czech Republic. Ivana assisted Donald with his business and was a model. They had 3 kids together. In 1977, Donald Trump Jr. was born. 1981 saw the birth of Ivanka Trump. In 1984, Eric Trump was born. However, in 1992, Donald and Ivana separated after 15 years of marriage. Despite their separation, they remained close for the benefit of their kids. Marla Maples, marriage to Donald Trump wed actress Marla Maples in 1993. Together, they have a daughter, Tiffany Trump, who was born in 1993. Sadly, their marriage was short-lived. In 1999, Donald and Marla were divorced. Third marriage, Melania Trump. Donald Trump wed Slovenian beauty Melania Nos in 2005. Donald's third wife is Melania. Baron Trump, their only child, was born in 2006. The youngest of Donald Trump's children is Baron. Donald Trump is the father of 5 children. Donald Trump Jr. He co-manages the Trump Company with his father, Trump. When her father was president, she served as his counselor. She has children with Jared Kushner, her spouse, Eric Trump. In addition, he is married with kids and works for Trump. Tiffany Trump. She is a law student and a daughter of Donald and Marla Maples. Barron Trump. He is still enrolled in school and is Donald's youngest child. In addition, Donald Trump had a grandfather. He has a large number of grandchildren because his children have children. He enjoys being with his family. Business triumphs abound throughout Donald Trump's life. He began constructing his own empire after completing his education and working with his father. Donald Trump began constructing large structures in the 1970s. The Commodore Hotel in New York City was his first significant undertaking. Initially, it was struggling, but Donald made the decision to improve it. He put in a lot of effort and contributed to the hotel's rise to fame. The Grand Hyatt Hotel is the new name for the establishment. In New York, this was Donald Trump's first significant victory. It aided in his rise to prominence in the corporate sector. Donald constructed the well-known Trump Tower in New York City in 1983. This became one of his greatest achievements and was one of the city's highest structures. Trump Tower is unique since it houses opulent apartments in addition to workplaces. The structure represented Donald Trump's achievements. His name was now visible throughout the city. He was getting increasingly well known. Donald Trump also began purchasing hotels and casinos in Atlantic City in the 1980s. Donald wanted to be a part of Atlantic City, which is well known for its casinos. He purchased the Trump Taj Mahal, a massive casino. When it was opened in 1990, it was the biggest casino in the world. Despite being a large casino, it initially did not generate enough revenue. Despite numerous obstacles, Donald persisted in his efforts to maintain his company. Donald Trump's influence extended beyond casinos and structures. He aspired to become well-known worldwide. He began making TV appearances in the 1990s. He appeared in magazines and on television. He was well-liked because of his large personality. He gained notoriety for his wealth, influence, and accomplishments. He began presenting The Apprentices, a well-known reality TV program. In 2004, he would tell those who didn't perform well on the show that they were fired. Millions of people watched him every week because to this catchphrase, which further increased his fame. The Trump Organization is the name of the business that Donald Trump owned. It encompasses a wide range of establishments, including golf courses, hotels, and casinos. He created numerous well-known locations using his name throughout the years. Even buildings all across the world have Donald's name, known as Trump Towers. These structures came to represent his prosperity. Additionally, he established golf courses abroad, which quickly gained popularity among golfers. People had come to recognize Donald Trump as a brand. Not everything happened as planned, despite Donald Trump's enormous triumph. He had some financial difficulties in the 1990s. His hotels and casinos were losing money. He had to put in a lot of effort to resolve the issues and maintain his business. Donald never gave up, even though he owed the banks a lot of money at one point. After putting in a lot of effort, he was able to resolve the issues and turn his company around. By the 2000s, Donald Trump was well known for his political interests in addition to his financial acumen. Although he frequently discussed it, he never actually ran for president until years later. Donald Trump made a significant choice in 2015. He declared his intention to seek the presidency of the United States. He had never been involved in politics before, which astonished a lot of people. However, Donald Trump exuded confidence. He thought his business background would enable him to govern the nation. He pledged to restore America to its former glory during his campaign. He discussed toughening trade with other nations, constructing a wall to prevent illegal immigration, and increasing employment. Donald Trump's unexpected victory in the 2016 presidential election stunned the world. He faced up against former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Donald Trump became the 45th President of the United States after winning the Electoral College, against the predictions of many that Hillary Clinton would win. From January 20, 2017 to January 20, 2021, Donald Trump served as president. These are some of the major actions he took while serving as president. 1. The economy. Donald Trump prioritized strengthening the economy. He said that lowering company taxes will contribute to employment creation. His ideas were well received, and throughout his first several years, the economy expanded. 2. Immigration. The construction of a wall between the US and Mexico was one of his main pledges. This was done to prevent unauthorized immigration. It became one of his presidency's key concerns. 3. Foreign relations. Donald Trump attempted to negotiate with nations such as China, Russia, and North Korea in an attempt to halt the production of nuclear weapons. He met with Kim Jong-un, the leader of North Korea. Donald Trump attempted to make changes to the healthcare system. His goal was to make health insurance more affordable and accessible. However, it was a challenging topic, and not all of his suggestions were accepted. 5. Removal from office. The House of Representatives impeached Donald Trump in 2019. This indicates that they claimed he committed a transgression while in office. He remained president until the conclusion of his tenure. Nevertheless, because the Senate did not remove him from office, Donald Trump sought re-election to the presidency in 2020. He was up against former Vice President Joe Biden. Despite Donald Trump's best efforts, Joe Biden prevailed in the election. Even though there was no proof of wrongdoing, Donald Trump and his followers felt that the election was unfair after it was over. This infuriated many, and a riot broke out at the US Capitol on January 6, 2021. There were many who attempted to prevent Congress from tallying the votes that indicated Joe Biden had won. The nation was going through a very trying and critical period. Donald Trump left the White House on January 20, 2021. The ceremony where the new president enters office, Joe Biden's inauguration, was not attended by him. Donald Trump returned to his business life after leaving politics. He still owns a large number of hotels, golf courses, and buildings. Many people still support him, despite the fact that he is no longer president. Additionally, Donald Trump has hinted at a potential 2024 presidential run. While some desire a new leader, others are eager to see if he will run. Donald Trump remains a highly visible figure. His businesses are still going well, and he has a large global following. From beginning with nothing to becoming one of the most well-known individuals in the world, His life has been filled with ups and downs. Donald Trump is in the news often, regardless of what people think of him. He has served as the President of the United States, a businessman, and a television personality. No matter how many obstacles he encountered, he is a person who never gave up on his aspirations. His narrative demonstrates that big things are achievable. With perseverance and self-assurance, he still has an impact on the world, even after losing an election.